Am I the butthole for refusing to babysit my sister's 32 pet snakes? My sister has always had a thing for unconventional pets. While most people might have a dog, cat, or maybe a hamster, she's taken it to a whole new level with her collection of 32 snakes. And before you picture harmless little garter snakes, let me clarify. We're talking pythons, boas, and other exotic breeds I can't even pronounce. Some are small, but others are massive enough to make your jaw drop. She insists they're all perfectly safe, swears by their unique personalities, and has even named each one. To her, they're not just pets. They're her children. Last week, she called me up and asked for what she described as a big favor. She needed someone to house sit while she and her boyfriend went on a week-long vacation, and she wanted me to take care of her snakes. She laid out what the job would entail, feeding them, checking that their heat lamps were functioning properly, ensuring their enclosures were secure, and keeping an eye out for any signs of illness. The thought of being alone in a house with 32 snakes was enough to make my stomach turn. While I don't have a full-blown phobia, the idea of being responsible for that many reptiles, some of which are longer than I am tall, was unsettling. To say the least, I politely declined, explaining that I wasn't comfortable with the idea of taking care of such a large number of snakes. I offered to come by a couple of times to check on the house itself, but I made it clear that I couldn't commit to hands-on care. That's when things took a turn. She called me dramatic and accused me of exaggerating the difficulty. It's just for a week, she argued. I've written out detailed instructions, it's easy. She even threw in that I should face my irrational fear and that it could be a good bonding experience with her babies. I stood firm, saying that handling 1 or 2 snakes might be manageable, but taking responsibility for 32 was just too much. That's when the guilt-tripping began. She said I was being ungrateful and that I clearly don't care about her happiness or understand how much these snakes mean to her. She added that she trusted me more than anyone else, and my refusal felt like a betrayal. The conversation ended with her accusing me of being a bad sister and hanging up. Now, my parents have jumped into the fray. They think I should have agreed to help out for the sake of family and that it was just 1 week. They argued that my sister rarely asks for anything and that my refusal is only going to strain our relationship. My mom even hinted that it was my duty as a sibling to step up when needed, regardless of my personal discomfort. I've spent the past few days questioning myself. I love my sister and want to be supportive, but this feels way beyond a normal favor. The thought of something going wrong, like a snake escaping or getting sick under my watch, freaks me out. Not to mention, I work a full-time job and have my own responsibilities. Taking on the care of 32 exotic pets is not something I feel prepared or qualified to do. Now, my sister isn't speaking to me, and my parents are still putting on the pressure, making me wonder if I really am in the wrong here. Am I the butthole for refusing to babysit my sister's 32 pet snakes? Or am I justified in setting this boundary for my own peace of mind?